I, Sananas Fatima, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutics, welcome you all on the webinar on the occasion of National Current Good Manufacturing Practice Day. The resource person for today's session is Dr. Srilata Malve Garu, HOD, Department of Pharmaceutics, Vikas College of Pharmacy, Jangaon. I now request our Honorable Chairman, Jaipal Reddy Sir, to please deliver the presidential address.
So very good morning to all the delegates and the organizing committee and today's special speaker for us, Dr. Srilata, for accepting our invitation on behalf of St. Peter's Institute of Pharmacy. Thank you. Definitely, this is one of the best topic for the students who are aspiring for the pharmaceutical industry. And this is the bottom line where every student need to learn, understand about all these GMP practices in pharmaceutical industry, because it has become the order of the day, and the people are still thinking beyond GMPs and major, but GMP is the standard thing where uh, every pharmaceutical student need to understand the way we prepare the medications of different kind of medications, either in India or abroad. Because this is so important, because every step requires the highest protocol, highest standards, not compromise on any of the parameters as per the GMP protocols. I wish this particular session is going to give a lot of insight for all the delegates and listeners, especially. And I wish you all the best for happy learning, and ensure you note down all the points and relevant important areas wherever the speaker is going to address in the slides. So I wish you all the best, and really thank you, today's speaker, for accepting invitation and taking a session on this particular global day on GMP practices. So once again, I welcome you all, and happy learning today. All the best for the today's session. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now
Very
I
good morning.
request Deepthi Madam, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutics, to introduce about this session's topic about CGMP.
Good morning, one and all. Now I would like to introduce the topic. The CGMP, pharmaceutical quality affects every human. The Food Drug Administration regulates the quality of pharmaceutical very carefully. The main regulatory standard for ensuring pharmaceutical quality is the current good manufacturing practice regulations for human pharmaceuticals. Consumers expect that each batch of medicine they take will meet the quality standards so that they will be safe and effective. CGMP refers to the current good manufacturing practice regulations enforced by the FDA. CGMP provides for every system that ensures proper design, monitoring, control, and manufacturing processes and facilities. Adhering to the CGMP regulations assures the identity, strength, quality, and purity of the drug products by requiring that manufacturing of medications adequately control the manufacturing operations. This includes establishing strong quality management systems, obtaining appropriate quality raw materials, establishing robust operating procedures, detecting and investigating product quality deviations, and maintaining reliable testing laboratories. This ensures that the drug meets their quality standards. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, for the introduction. It's my privilege to introduce our eminent speaker, Dr. Srilata Malve Garu. Madam has completed her PhD from Annamalaya University and Masters in Department of Pharmaceutics from Vikas College of Pharmacy, Jangaon. Madam holds special expertise in novel transdermal drug delivery system and orodispersible tablet design and fabrication. Madam also holds teaching and research experience of 8 years and presently serving as HOD, Department of Pharmaceutics at Vikas College of Pharmacy, Jangaon. Madam has also an overall 15 papers published in national and international journals on transdermal drug delivery system and orodispersible tablets in International Journal of Pharmaceutical Research and American Journal of Pharmaceutical Sciences, to name a few. Madam is also trained in industry and has an industrial training experience at MSN Laboratories Private Limited, Hyderabad. Madam is also an editorial board member of Journal of Microbes and Research, Medways Publications, USA. Madam, we are blessed and honored to have you here, Madam.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for my introduction, and a warm welcome to you all. And I want to wish JP sir very good morning, sir, and the principal madam, and my dear colleague, fellow colleagues, and dear students. So today, as the CGMP day, so we are um, here to discuss about the current good manufacturing practices and its regulations. So next slide. Yeah. So in this topic, I want to cover the basic introduction about the good manufacturing practice and principles. The basic principles are which are having with the good manufacturing practices and CGMP for finished pharmaceuticals and their objectives, policies which should be followed for manufacturing and finished pharmaceutical dosage forms. So here, as per current good manufacturing practices, it is a regulation. So it comes under the FDA. It ensures the quality of the drug product by carefully monitoring the drug manufacturer companies with the current good manufacturing practices, that is a CGMP regulation. So here it contains the minimum requirements and methods, facilities to control and the whatever the manufacturing processes, packaging, drug products. So whatever the formulations, either the all different formulations are there in the pharmaceutically we are going to prepare. So they all should be maintained for their minimum requirements, and it everything is depending on the SOP, the standard operating procedures given by the standard authorities. Here, the regulations make sure that the product is a safe for the use, and it is having the ingredients strength and also claim it should have. So whatever the strength should be there. So when coming to the research and development area, we have to use so many trial batches. At that time we should have a standard protocol. According to the protocol we have to follow the then only we will reach to the final product. And so here in this journey with the protocol we can reduce the process and also give a good quality. So here the process for approval. So approval processes like new drug or the generic drug marketing applications, including the review of the manufacturing companies with the these current good manufacturing practices. So as the FDA it accessories, these are investigators determine whether the firm has necessary to facilities, equipment, and ability to manufacture the drugs to intended to market. So we have the regulation body is a CFR, that is Code of Federal Regulations. So Code of Federal Regulations is a FDA's portion. So it is a part of that. It has a title that is 21, which interprets the Federal Food, Drug, Cosmetics Act, and it relates the status including the Public Health Service Act also. So this CFR, it is having subparts also. So all the subparts are deriving about the all from the crude drug to the final finished pharmaceutical dosage form. So here, according to the CFR, the parts, so in that sub part, I'm the current good manufacturing practices are, these are the regulations which is given from the FDA. So it is have the pharmaceutical, it relates with the quality, and also uh, the the quality, and also the subpart 21 includes the sections. The sections like 1 to 99 are for the um, basic formulation categories, and then it is followed like 200 to 299, 300 to 499, 600 to 799, and 800 to 12. So day to day it is an updating process, is a current good manufacturing practices, because so already it is if it is outdated, we know manually we can compress within a handmade hand punching machine, the tablet can be prepared. But nowadays it is not accepted. It is in a last 20 years back it has happened. But nowadays we have all the guidelines, they are having in a standard protocol to give to manufacture, and also to storage the dosage forms. So as per these are the main regulation body which maintains the quality of the products. And the regulations are is a common understanding for the regulatory processes by describing the requirements to be followed by drug manufacturing like applicants from US FDA. So whatever the drug is there, that should be approved from the US FDA. So FDA should accept all. So whatever the day-to-day process, all the 24 by 7, we have to monitor. So nowadays everything is electronically noted. So the digital data is submitted to the FDA, because the day-to-day, so whatever the research is carried out, that should be as per the protocol. That protocol is nothing but the standard operating procedures, which is which is given by the this uh, regulation body. Okay, so this 21 CRF part. So this 21 CRF part, it is the FDA approval to marketing a new drug. And the part 21 CRF, that is 210, it is a current good manufacturing practices in manufacturing, processing, packaging, holding the drugs. And also that this 21 CRF part 211 is a deals with the current good manufacturing practices for finished pharmaceuticals. So today I'm stressing on this only the 21 CRF part 20, CRF part 211, because it is a current good manufacturing practices for the finished pharmaceutical formulation. And here it is a 21 CRF part 212. It's a current good manufacturing practices for this post emission uh, tomography of drugs. And 21 CRF part 600 is deals with the biological products. The general following of the page provides the more information with the respect to the regulations for particular product types and manufacturing considerations. And it is a field alerts the reports. So whatever the for NDA, ANDA, so the new drug applications, new drug approvals, that can be comes under this 21 CRF part 600. And about up to the 1299 also, that there is a subparts are there, because it is a day to day updating procedure, which is in a current, which is in a new. that procedure should be followed to manufacture and uh, processing, packaging, holding the drugs. It should be happen. So actually, this is the introductory part of current good manufacturing practice. So before that, some students they don't know about GMP. So what is GMP here? So a little brief information I'll share with you. That is a GMP. It is a it's a requirement were established to flexible in order to allow each manufacturer to decline individually how to the best implement the necessary controls. So here in this GMP is maintained by the US FDA. So according to the US FDA, the GMP is formed in 1963. Actually, it took so many years to frame and give the standard protocols, and also later it forms the CRF, sorry, CFR. This is a Code of Federal Regulation. So these requirements are all given in a GMP. So that is normal GMP. So good manufacturing practice. If it is only good, is it sufficient for the as a pharmaceutical dosage form which is taken inside the body? No. So current. So we should follow the current updated information, whether there is any change in manufacturing process or updated technologies are can be opted. So these are all the information we'll get from the current good manufacturing practices. So this is a in current good manufacturing practices, it stands for the current is a requiring the companies to use the technologies and systems that are up to date in order to comply with the regulations. The the flexibility in these regulations is allow the companies to use modern technologies and innovative approaches to achieve a higher quality through the continual improvement. So that is the CGMP is a very important in manufacturing processes, and this is a current GMPs are the minimum requirements. Okay, and this CGMP refers to the current good manufacturing practices regulations enforced by FDA, that is Food and Drug Administration. It provides the system that ensures the proper design, monitoring, and control of manufacturing processes and facilities. So whatever the system is there, that is maintained, so we should have one we should get one design. The design is nothing but a protocol, or it is a standard operating procedure. As per the standard operating procedure, the manufacturing area should be designed and monitored for that particular guidelines. So whether it is so for example, we'll go to, if we visit the pharmaceutical company, there you may not see any corners, because all are like there should not be accumulation of anything. So it's a curved surfaces can be observed, because there should not be any formation of dust. Okay, so that is a one design we have to be it is observed, and monitor day to day monitoring should be there, and for the control, and also the control of manufacturing processes and the other facilities are all as per the GMP procedures only it is maintained. And also the regulations assures the identity, strength, quality, purity of drugs and the drug products by requiring that manufacturing of medicines adequately control the manufacturing operations. Okay, it includes the strong quality management system. Okay, so the strong quality management system, like uh, as per the CRF 21 to 11. So, all the applications and the pharmaceutical manufacturing protocols that are considered here for the quality management and obtaining appropriate quality raw materials. Whenever in a industry, the entrance is our warehouse, because the warehouse is the where the area the initial product comes, and also the end product it's moves from the industry. Okay, so because the quality whatever the quality of the raw material can be checked from initial stages. So all the sampling testing for sampling procedures are different: powder sampling, liquid sampling. So these all the sampling techniques are advised from the standard authority, like this GMP. So according to that, everywhere, if you visit the industry, you may observe everywhere there is an SOP is there. So that SOP will give the information how to do and what is the next procedure. So without knowing, we cannot do. So that may be a very lengthy process, and there may be a time taking process. So that we have a with a standard protocol, we can concise the work, as well as we will give a good result also. So for that, this is a standard operating procedures are followed to give obtain appropriate quality of a raw material, and establishing the robust operating procedures. So whatever the procedures are there, that should be established, and also that detecting and investigation of the quality product at the particular divisions. So here investigationally, so initially whatever the drug um, we have purchased from vendor, that product should be whether we have ordered such product, we have to get quality initially. So what quality is there, what is the purity is there. So it is everything is checked in initially for the raw material. Then processed material, like after preparing the manufacturing, the that the product also can be observed for the quality. So like that, detecting the investigational procedures or for the product quality and observation, the maintaining the reliable testing. uh, uh, so the whatever the test in a QC quality control area, it maintains the all testings of the products. So this all how they are maintaining, how they are managing means, it is complete the guidelines which are from the standard procedure, that is standard operating procedures, which is from current good manufacturing practices. So, therefore, it's important that the drugs are manufactured under the conditions and practices established by the CGMP regulations to ensure that quality is built into the design and manufacturing processes at every step. So, each and every step of day to day, 24 by 7, the monitoring is there in companies in pharmaceutical area. Every day validation, and whatever the equipment should be validated before using, and after using also the equipment should be validated for the next purposes. Like that, the standard operating procedures are very important as per the standard. And the first the manufacturing and the quality requirements, which later evolved into the CGMP, were issued in 1940s in the United States by Food and Drug Administrations. So in the 19 from the 1940, so the FDA is a having the quality requirements. In 1969, in the general meeting of WHO, it's a World Health Organization, it assembly is issued a recommendation for the introduction of CGMPs. So the CGMPs should be maintained in manufacturing areas, and also for finished pharmaceutical products. So these are the basic principle for the good manufacturing practices. So design and construct the facilities and equipments equipments properly. So design of a equipment is very very important. For example, for punching a tablet, we requirement, what is a requirement is a tablet compression machine is required. So whatever the design is there, we have different designs. So what is the design, the model type, and the construction, what is the construction of that particular machine, and what are the facilities are to be required for, and also the equipment uh, properly working. So whatever the working, it should be followed. Written procedures and instructions are should be kept, and also the logbooks also be kept for the day to day monitoring of the particular instrumentation. Okay, so here the documentation work is uh, documentation can be done by monitoring who so daily the logbook, which the logbook will be there, the logbook is entered for who are operating, operator name, time, so starting time, ending time, like that. The documentation is maintained for individually as per the standard guidelines. And the validate work, so daily every equipment is validated in a industrial area. So first the day starts it is a continuous 25 by 7 process. So every time, so every shift persons, they have to validate the particular equipment with the validation procedure. So it is a validate is a very small word, but while doing the validation there are so many hurdles will come. Okay, so the validation is very very important, and that can be uh, done as per the standard protocol. And monitoring facilities and equipments, so monitoring, so sometimes there may be changing of dies or changing of punches. So at that time machine may change some uh, that efficiency. So what happens, we have to note down in this document what is changed, what happens in the last shift and present shift, what they have to conduct the work with the particular instrument. So here I have taken a small example, that is a punching machine, but in the industry there are so many equipments other quality control equipments, and also the mixers, millings, like that. So many like the equipments are present. So each and every machine should be validated day to day and monitoring for the further processes, and write the step by step operating procedures and work on the these instructions as it is given from the standard operating procedure is given by the good manufacturing practices. So that standard operating procedure, as per the procedures, the step by step is followed to work on it. And design development and demonstrate the job competency also. So weekly the team managers can take the take, and they will discuss about this what is currently happening. So whatever the current updated information is there, and what are the new procedures are there, so the everything should be updated, and that the design, and they should develop for the further process. So it will give a good job competency. And protect again is the contamination. So this is a uh, the pharmaceuticals are dealing with the medicines and formulation. So these are medicinal use which is taken inside the body, it should be maintained. So it should be protected against the contaminations. So the hygiene maintenance can be mentioned as per the guidelines. And the control components and protect um, so whatever the controlling components, like we should control the product related processes and conduct the planned and periodic audits. So whatever the work done, that every the periodically the audits can be done, because whatever the 24/7, whatever the drug is conducted, that is uh, electronically it is uh, captured, and whatever the document is there, e-signatures, and the entry and exit, whatever is there. So who are entering into this work, they have to be authorized person should be there, like that. As per this CGMP, for the finished pharmaceuticals, the everything should be maintained according to the GMP. So CGMP is a for finished pharmaceuticals. We have here different subparts. So there is a subpart A deals with the general provisions, like general process, and the subpart B is organization and personal, and subpart C deals with buildings and facilities, how the unit should be there, and what are the subunits are there. And the subpart D, it deals with equipment. Subpart E is controls of components and drug product containers and closures. So like this, all the subparts is having under the CGMP 21C CFR part 211. Subpart G is for packaging and labeling controls. Subpart H is a holding and distribution. Subpart I is a laboratory controls. Subpart J is a records and reports. Subpart K is a return and also whatever the drug products. So like this, we have all according to the finished products are having the good manufacturing practices in manufacturing, processing, packaging, holding the drugs in general um, guidelines. Next. Okay. So good manufacturing practices yields a good quality. So like the GMP deals with the management, commitment, and continual improvements of the product, and it is managed with the risk management, quality management system, product controls, personal training, and uh, competency. So every time the training is required for the updating the information. So the trainings in all areas, as in academics also, in industrial area also, for the manufacturing, what is updated, what is a new technology is there. So for that purpose, the personal training and the is required to give a good manufacturing practices to give a good quality product. So here are some objectives of current good manufacturing practices. The following are the primary objectives, like which is ensures the product and consistently manufactured and controlled for the specific quality. So whatever the quality should be there and the quantity also be there. Then only a manufacturer can get he will not be get any loss. Then also concerned with all the aspects of production and quality. The production quality should be with a less amount we have to get a more production, and which should be a quality, and it deals with the quantity of the quantitative of the product. In the manufacturing processes, like cosmetics, the control, whatever the overall the controls and monitoring should be there. As per the US FDA, it gives the operating procedure. So as per that, the cosmetics can be manufactured, and the finished products can be tested. Ensures that the production and supply to the customer is a consistent quality, and also ensure the identity of the product, strength, purity, and quality of the product can be maintained by following the CGMP guidelines. And it is protecting the product against the contamination. So it should not be get any contamination if like all the humans are working there. So we can personally, it is personally, the person should be hygiene first by wearing a gloves, mask, head caps, because any a small eyelid or eyelash can be, if it is observed it in the formulation, what happens, it shows the unhygienic condition. So that the whatever the protection can be given, that I'll discuss in next slide. And conducting the planned and periodic audits, so observation by the audits, and also clearly defining the following with the SOPs. The SOPs are the plays a major role in maintaining the good manufacturing practices. So these are the some policies of current good manufacturing practices according to the Schedule M. The Schedule M is deals with the manufacturing and manufacturing of the pharmaceuticals. It is what are the areas are covered. So the personal. So personally, a person who are working with the pharmaceutical company, he should be wear with the primary, secondary, and tertiary type of uh, this hygienic maintain. So the primary, uh, the dress is given like initially they will give the food covers, hand gloves, head caps, mask. This can be enough in a primary areas. And the secondary means we have to cover from head to the toe. So complete body is covered. So we there may be any the contamination will not be there. Then tertiary means complete the eyes also, the complete the closed dress is given to a person who is working with the drugs in manufacturing area. So like that the care must be taken while preparing, while the manufacturing the pharmaceuticals. And the premises means whatever the area, like the building, lab area, these are all should be a hygiene, and it is clean day to day. So disinfected for uh, the cleaning, disinfected regularly, and the premises are maintained. And the equipments, so the equipments means, so in the pharmaceutically the pharmaceutically we deals with the so many equipments. The huge equipment is required to prepare, to manufacture uh, the pharmaceutical dosage forms. So here the equipments are they should be calibrated, checked, for calibrated, and the equipment should be checked for its accuracy, and it should be labeled. The labeling is a very important in a pharmaceutical form. Without naming we cannot do anything. If we are filling a bottle with the water or any other liquid, so we have to name it is a normal water, normal saline, or whatever is there, that should be labeled carefully. So and the equipment also be, the name should be maintained. And also the equipment shall be located, design, construction, that and where it should be kept it, and whatever the maintenance and whatever the operating procedures, that everything can be displayed near to the equipment. And the production area. So in the production area we have small scale productions and large scale productions. So the coming to the equipment, it deals with the production. So in the production area, it should focus on the production area and the production equipment and dosage form and documents which are related to the particular production. Next, coming to the SOPs. So this is SOP, which gives a standard operating procedure for a particular equipment, and for a particular activity can be carried out in a manufacturing areas. Raw materials. So raw materials is an inventory. So it is an inventory. It should maintain for the raw materials to be used at any stage of manufacturing. The record should be maintained for the raw materials. They maintain as per schedules, as per the schedule U. The raw materials are maintained, and it should be purchased from the approved sources only, and it must be checked for quality control department on receipt also. So where we are purchasing, that is also be important criteria. So that also be important in selecting a raw material, and it should be labeled neatly. So who are the manufacturer, from where it is purchased, the bills should be there. So that's a raw material part. And self inspection and audit. So individually, a person who are working with the raw materials, he should inspect the area and the date, everything that is recorded day to day. The documentation work can be checked, and it is audited by the higher officials. The master formula record, this is called MFR. The master formula record, it is observed in the manufacturing area for the formula recording. And next, batch manufacturing record, it is a batch processing record for the each product during the manufacturing or processing for the uh, uh, manufacturing procedure. It includes the name of the product and number of the batch being manufactured, and quantity of the batch can be mentioned here, date, time, like that. The documentation is included with the batch manufacturing record. And the warehousing area, so the warehousing area where the stock enters and it goes out. So and entry and exit from the same area. So the raw materials are the entry product, and the finished products are the exit from the same area, that is warehousing area. And the reference samples and validation procedures as per the standard guidelines, it is maintained. Actually, it's a good manufacturing practices is a very very huge topic. So I have selected only for the finished products, and what are the policies are there, that and how the practices are maintained as per the standard guidelines, that is discussed here. And these are the some pictures which are showing uh, this first picture here. The person is wearing the tertiary protection. So he is working with a full covering, and in a complete closed areas. And this is the equipment. So the equipment should be monitored with a digital display. So the digitally we can see how the equipment working, what so if it is in a pressurized system, what is the pressure is maintaining inside. So like that, the in a small scale as well as the large scale, we have to observe the process. And here also, uh, here the researcher is working with the secondary type of protection. So here just they wear the coat, that is the apron is wear, and head mask, mouth mask, food cover, hand gloves. So it is a secondary type. So normally here this lady is working very normally in a lab scale. It is a primary protection just to sure only the gloves. So like this gloves and the apron. So like this the personal care also. So whatever the activity carried out in a manufacturing area, that is everything from the standard guidelines. So that should be followed the good manufacturing practices. This is a components of the good manufacturing practices. It is having the quality management, quality assurance also. So it gives the completely finally the filing. So whatever the assurance can be given after all the work, the regulatory bodies can give the documentation can be submitted to the USFDA. The USFDA gives the approvals procedures for this product. And whatever the good manufacturing practices for medicinal products, it also comes under it is a main part of the this GMP. And also sanitation and hygiene, and whatever the product recalls, and self inspection is required, audits are required. So, from the supplier, so from the audits are required from the approval, and the premises, materials, and the distribution, like holding and distribution of the pharmaceutical products from the um, manufacturer. So this all comes under this is a maintained by GMP. Okay, the documentation, equipment, personal training, and whatever the product analysis, validation, quality control. So these are all the parts of the GMP, and the CGMP is a current updated information of the GMP. So these are the references, and I want to uh, any questions? Am I audible, madam? Madam? Hello, madam?
Madam, am I audible to you? Am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Now it is.
Yeah. So we'll wait for 5 minutes, ma'am. For there any listeners, if they have any question, they can comment on the comment box so that
Yeah,
you
okay, ma'am.
can answer, ma'am. We'll wait for 5 minutes, and after that, we'll continue with the out of things.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. And I want to thank the management of my Vikas College of Pharmacy to participate. They gave me permission to participate here, and also I want to thank the management of St. Peter Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Japaladi sir and Principal Madam, and Soumya Madam. And thank you, Madam. So, is there any questions, please?
Yeah, we'll wait for 2 minutes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, listeners can ask your questions in the comment box. No questions till now, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah. I would like to thank Srilata ma'am for your wonderful session, ma'am. It was very helpful and informative, and definitely I can say that it was very helpful for the listeners too, and your inputs are very helpful for them. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your knowledgeable session. And I would like to extend my thanks to our chairman, sir, Jaipal Reddy Garu, for his endless encouragement. And also, I would like to extend my thanks to our principal, ma'am, Rajeshri Durga, ma'am, and Praveen sir there for their support, and my dear colleagues also for their support. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you once again. We'll end the session, ma'am, here.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome, ma'am.
Okay, end in leave studio.